Occupy Albuquerque protesters are still looking for someplace else to demonstrate after being kicked off the UNM campus. But they're also asking the ACLU to help them get back on campus. News 13's Jessica Garate is live at Yale Park. Jessica?
Well, Dick, protesters decided to meet here at Yale Park at 5 this evening. Of course, they're not allowed on Yale Park, but as you can see, they've lined up behind me along the sidewalk. Also along with them is police lined up next to them, making sure that they do not get on campus. Now, protesters have been using Yale Park for the past month to protest greed on Wall Street. Tuesday night, UNM kicked the group off its property, saying they were causing too many problems. It ended in 30 arrests. Now, the group's attorney yesterday asked the ACLU to file an injunction against UNM, claiming their First Amendment rights are being violated. The ACLU has not made a decision on whether it will take on the case. We asked the ACLU if it thought the protesters' First Amendment rights were being violated, and it said it did not know enough of the details yet to comment. But here's the issues the ACLU is considering. It says protesters are allowed to express themselves and they would get very high protection from the court. But the ACLU also says the government does have the ability to place reasonable limits that are not based on the ideas being expressed.
I think we do believe that there is a First Amendment question at stake here, and that indeed the protesters have a right to be on UNM property to express themselves around this issue. I think the question right now is what kinds of time, place, or manner restrictions might the university place on them, and do we believe that they are constitutional?
Now, the protesters say they really do want to stay here, and they say they'll be here as long as it takes, and they're still looking at another area, but so far this is the best area that they say they have found. You can hear a lot of support, a lot of people honking. Now, if the ACLU decides to file an injunction, it would get a temporary restraining order against UNM and ask a judge to intervene. Dick?
All right, thank you, Jessica. The Civil Liberties Union expects to decide by tomorrow whether they will take on this case.